There's breaking news coming in. The United States has officially fact-checked reports of a missile sale to Pakistan. In a strongly worded statement, the U.S. Embassy in India has categorically denied that any new missiles are being supplied to Pakistan. So this is another embarrassment coming in for Pakistan, and also the ecosystem that lapped up these reports to slam and make remarks against Indian diplomacy. Now, the statement clarifies, the statement of the U.S. Embassy clarifies that the September 30th contract announcement by the U.S. Department of War was not a new sale, but an amendment to an existing foreign military sales contract. This amendment is only for sustainment and spares for multiple countries, including Pakistan. Now, the U.S. Embassy is stating clearly, and I quote from the statement, that no part of this reference contract modification is for deliveries of new advanced medium-range air-to-air missiles or AMRAAMs to Pakistan. The sustainment does not include an upgrade to any of Pakistan's current capabilities. So that is the statement you are seeing. It's a strongly worded press release by the U.S. Embassy in India. Now, what does the statement go on to expose? The statement exposes Pakistan's propaganda ecosystem that had tried to project this contract as a big defense boost. Now, in reality, there is no new missile deal that is being clarified by the United States. So US is fact-checking Pakistan. So this is not an upgrade. This is no additional firepower. Washington effectively is calling out the misinterpretation and has set the record straight. So Pakistan's celebration over what it was trying to project as a so-called boost or a supposed missile deal has turned into a huge diplomatic embarrassment. My colleague Rishabh is with us. Rishabh, a fact check coming in from the United States. This is not only a message and an embarrassment for Pakistan, this is also a message to the ecosystem that was latching on to these reports to make all sorts of claims, to also be sarcastic and make comments about Indian diplomacy. Take us through the latest.
Well, definitely. Now US saying that they are not selling any new missile to Pakistan, and actually fact-checking those reports that quoted September 30th, the Department of War release, which talked about foreign military sale to allies and even non-allies, which included Pakistan as well. Now that the way US Embassy has now fact-checked and said that no such new missiles are being sold to Pakistan is something that is in a way definitely put Pakistan in a spot. But yes, there are certain nitty-gritties that US also needs to come clean on. That statement also had certain things that US need to explain. If not selling missiles to Pakistan, if not selling new equipment to Pakistan, then what exactly is the renewable contract stands for, and what exactly is then the renewable contract is something that US also needs to come clean on. So definitely a spot for Pakistan, where Pakistan was celebrating its diplomatic triumph with United States. US has now fact-checked Pakistan as well. But yes, US also needs to come clean on a lot of things if they really want to be seen as someone who is against any form of terrorism or terrorism backers.
But if we just go by the press release that has been put out by the U.S. Embassy in India, and I'm just going to read out, and it's on our screens, viewers. The statement says, clarifying Department of War standard contract announcements. This is the latest statement. This is the U.S. Embassy in India. On the 30th of September 2025, the Department of War released a list of standard contract announcements. So here the U.S. is calling this a standard contract announcement, which referred to an amendment to an existing foreign military sales contract for sustainment and spares for several countries, including Pakistan. The administration would like to emphasize that contrary to false media reports, so here the United States is saying that contrary to false media reports, no part of this referenced contract modification is for delivery of new advanced medium-range air-to-air missiles to Pakistan. The sustainment does not include an upgrade to any of Pakistan's current capabilities. So here, the statement makes it absolutely clear that one, this was a standard contract announcement. This is not, which was referred to as an amendment to an existing foreign military sales contract for sustainment and spares for several countries, including Pakistan. What comes very strongly in this message is the emphasis that the US Embassy is putting on how the entire news was published. So we would like to emphasize that contrary to false media reports, no part of this reference contract modification is for deliveries of new advanced medium-range air-to-air missiles to Pakistan. So Rishabh, here the statement is very clear. This is an embarrassment for Pakistan, which was trying to project that this is such a huge boost, especially in the back of the meetings and the handshake that US President Donald Trump had with Shehbaz Sharif, the red carpet that Asim Munir got in Pakistan. So here it was being projected like, okay, this is a big defense boost to Pakistan. But the the United States is making it clear, no, this is anything close to that.
Well, definitely. See, United States statement that has just come in, it suggests that yes, the whole report was misinterpreted and there's no new equipment sale to Pakistan, especially when it comes to AMRAAM missiles. They are not being sent to Pakistan. Is what United States say. In a statement, they have also categorically stated that the report from 30th of September has been misinterpreted and should be taken into consideration with this statement that has now been released, that there is no new such missile. And this is definitely a big embarrassment for Pakistan, because yes, Pakistani commentators, Pakistani defense experts, and even Pakistani government officials went, ting-tonging different towns, saying that yes, see, this is our diplomatic triumph in the United States and how we are being prioritized instead of our neighbors in the United States under Donald Trump's administration. So this is something that is in a way showing mirror to Pakistan that see, there is no such thing that you are sing-songing about in different parts of the world. Things need to be black and white, and here is what the actual thing has happened.
So the larger question that many were asking is Pakistan getting new AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles from the US? The US says no. That's not the case. And let's remember that these are missiles that are compatible with the F-16s in Pakistan. So this whole boost that Pakistan was trying to project, that seems to be completely called out. Once again, viewers, take a look at the visuals on your screen. So here there was an attempt to project that how Pakistan is, getting a big defense boost from the United States. The US is saying that no, that's not the case. There are false media reports. The way the entire report is being projected is absolutely incorrect. So, Michael, let's also go across. Rishabh is with us, but Patikrit Pirpain is also with us. Patikrit, how do you look at this development? It is a fact check from the United States for Pakistan. But what is the message coming in for the ecosystem that lapped up these reports to make comments about US-Pakistan relationship to taunt India over this development?
Well, Pakistan and United States does have strategic relationship for quite some time, and it is a fact that after what happened in Operation Sindoor, there has been indications that Trump administration had shown certain overtures towards Pakistan. In certain ways, I think there is a containment strategy in the United States towards India. There is no denial of that. But I think given the complications and the delicacy of the entire situation, they may have thought about going ahead with modernization of certain aspects or replenishment of the missile arsenal of Pakistan, and they may have then backtracked, considering that it would have repercussions on the Indo-US relationship. So let's understand. I think the ecosystem must realize that for a country like India, which is a $4 trillion economy today, as it ventures towards and moves towards a $10 trillion economy in the next one decade, there would be challenges. It does not mean that India has, faltered or lagged behind. The fact that certain times America is pushing or moving towards Pakistan itself is an indication that India is doing certain things fundamentally right, which is making India more Atmanirbhar. That is why there is some jitters in the global West. So the ecosystem must understand that it does not indicate India has done anything wrong. It only shows that India is in the right direction, and therefore there would be at times some of our so-called strategic partners also would try at the same time to try to contain us by playing the Pakistan game, and this is not something new. It has been going on for the last 50, 60 years that the West has some kind of a weak spot for Pakistan, using it as a vassal state for containing India. So that strategy continues even when India has a strategic partnership with the United States, even with India, when India has very good business relationship with the West. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Pathakrit, for joining us with your views. So for our viewers, it is the US which is fact-checking Pakistan. Earlier, it was reported that Pakistan will receive AIM-120 advanced medium-range air-to-air missiles from the United States. Many said that this marks a fresh phase in defense cooperation between both US and Pakistan. But now it is the US embassy which has come out and said that no, there was a huge misinterpretation of that very contract. There is just there was an amendment definitely that was made, but this is not about any new sale. With that, let's also shift our focus to